Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a whole house organize and declutter with me, going over some areas that I just threw stuff in when we moved and did not take the time to organize, like this lovely linen closet. At least that's what it's supposed to be. We're going to go through the garage, through this nasty little closet right here, through the fridge. We're going to change over some autumn and fall clothes. We're going to wrap it up with a little bit of cleaning, because after you organize and declutter, it's like this giant mess. You guys know what I'm talking about, and you have to clean when you're done, unless you just want to live in a house that's a mess, which works too, but it's not very fun. So I'm just starting by taking everything out of this linen closet. I did a linen closet organizational video like 3 years ago, right when I first started my channel. And it was in our old apartment, and so I still have some of the organizational materials that I used in that video. So that's what I'm going to be using for this linen closet. I'm not buying anything new, but I just need to start by taking everything out. And obviously the dimensions of the closet are different, so I'm just going to have to play around with these bins and see what works where. Okay, going to the closet on the other side of the hall. I am going to use the bin that was holding the dirty clothes in there to put towels in the other closet. You're gonna see as we go throughout this day together that I chose to organize and declutter all these spaces the same day because some stuff needed to be moved from one space to the next. They kind of all had to be taken apart at one time and all put back together at the same time because they were intertwined. So unfortunately, I lost somewhere in the last 3 years one of these little squiggly lined bins. There used to be 4 of them. So that was kind of devastating. Actually, it wasn't too traumatic, but I was kind of bummed because I ended up just substituting a white bin here, and I decided that I didn't like the white bin just being the one white bin. I'd rather there be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I basically wanted all the bins to look the same. So I ended up just getting some white bins I had on hand, even though I really love the turquoise squiggly pattern. I'm sure there's a proper word for it. And just using white bins instead. Sorry, you guys. I am 18 weeks pregnant now. And you guys just got some great views of my pregnant belly love handles. These pants are not maternity pants. This shirt is not a maternity shirt. And that's partially why I'm changing my closet over, because I need to go through my clothing storage and find some clothes that fit me. Okay, so moving on to this. Oh, well, we're still switching back and forth in between both closets. But in the really stinky closet with the dirty clothes, there was this bin of my shoes. I've been wearing the same pair of flats or tennis shoes that I packed with me since we moved here. And I really haven't had a reason with COVID and everything to wear some of my cute shoes. going to just take everything out and see what we're even dealing with in here, because it was just a catch-all space with stuff that I knew needed to go into the house, but I didn't want to put it where it needed to go. So my husband's shoes are going to go up here in this closet. So my shoes will be in the linen closet. His shoes will be up here. You'll see we have pretty tiny closets. They work great for us, but the shoes just don't really fit. And then this bin I brought in from the garage, which is a bin of coats and winter clothes and nice clothes, like collared shirts and stuff that we never wore in the trailer. I'm going back out to the garage to see what other clothes I have out here. I have a couple bins of maternity clothes and fall clothes, and I'm just gonna see what I've got and unpack what I can. This is a different bin than the one I was just unpacking. The other one I moved into Elisha's in my bedroom, and we're going to have to go through that later because that just has his clothes in it. And right now I'm really looking for coats. Into our closet. This is my husband's side of the closet in our master bedroom, and I am poaching all of his hangers because I do not like using felt hangers. Oh, there's my son, Mama Duty. But I do not like using felt hangers for hanging coats. The coats are just a little too heavy duty and the hangers break all the time. I do love the felt hangers for normal clothes, so I'm just trading out those hangers. I'm gonna have to hang back up all my husband's clothes, which I'm gonna have to redo his whole closet anyways. And we're just gonna hang up the coats in our freshly cleaned closet. Sorry, you guys, this is so not the most flattering outfit, but I didn't realize how unflattering it was till I watched this footage back. Something I always like to do is line up clothing and colors, going either from darks to lights or lights to darks. I just feel like it makes the closet look that much more put together and unified. And here in the coat closet, I'm glad there's a little bit of room at the bottom because I'm still gonna have to put a hamper. Our laundry room is downstairs and we have 2 bedrooms upstairs. So we need a place for laundry upstairs. I also need my vacuum upstairs. And we're gonna get to this room later, but I just wanted to show you guys that I was taking the laundry down to do it. Feeling really good about this. I love how my diaper bag is in here, which I really only use for church. And then our laundry hamper and the vacuum and Elisha's shoes, everything made it into this closet, which is kind of oddly 2 feet off the ground. I don't know why, but that's going to be a really functional coat closet. here is the linen closet. So up top, I have a sleeping bag in each one of those turquoise bins, and then the king and queen sheets up in the far left. I have hand towels, baby sheets, diapers, baby blankets in those two teal bins, and then blankets and towels in the gray bins. And I mean, my shoes do not look beautiful down here. I probably need to come up with some kind of shoe organizer or something underneath there. But this closet is now functional, and I am no longer embarrassed when people walk through our house and open up my whole closets, as they are prone to do, which I have found rather humiliating. And now we're going into the kitchen, and we're going to kind of make over my fridge here. So we haven't been in this house for a long time, about 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks at this point, but it hasn't been very long. I, however, have not been able to set up my fridge in a way that I really want to. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean, because it makes it so much easier to clean in the long term. You'll notice I am wearing a different shirt. It is actually the same day, but my sweater got too hot.
I met him on a sunny day in late July, and everything turned upside down. I almost lost track of time as weeks went by. I couldn't get him off my mind. I told him I want that great love, like standing in the middle of a bonfire. You don't know how you got there, but you hold tight, knowing that you can't get burned. Just tell me how we lost track of everything but each other. I honestly don't know. Then tell me how we messed up, drifting away from each other. Didn't want to let you go. Cause we wanted different things, and I have to deal with it, but it's not easy. So tell me how to let go, cause you really seem to know how to carry on.
These are organizational bins that I used in my last refrigerators. I have never had a refrigerator as big as this one, and bins that you can pull out make it so you're able to utilize all the space in a small refrigerator. I loved these, and they made my other fridges so much more efficient, and I was able to fit so much more in them. However, because this fridge is so large, I'm not sure if I'm going to end up using these or not.
Tell me how we messed up, drifting away from each other. Didn't want to let you go. Cause we wanted different things, and I have to deal with it, but it's not easy. So tell me how to.
Definitely need to clean the outside of this fridge as well, so you guys didn't see with the light catching on those fingerprints there on the stainless steel. So this is my secret sauce. I put this in all my drawers. I thought I would show you a close-up, and I will try to link it down below because you guys want to know exactly what it is. I buy it next to the drawer inserts at Walmart or Target or any kind of store like that. But I love it because it doesn't actually stick. It's not contact paper and then it sticks. And you can really easily take this out and wash it off. You could wipe it down in your fridge. And I don't know if you guys have this, but like when you wipe down glass in your fridge, I feel like it rarely looks clean. That's how it is for me. So these just make the fridge not only look pretty and inviting, but things don't stick. If they spill, you could just take out the liner and wash it out. They've been game changers. I typically only have to clean my fridge with these in it about once a month or maybe once every 2 months, just because they keep everything looking so much cleaner than the glass does.
So tell me how to let go, cause you really seem to know how to carry on.
Here I actually only have goat cheese and cheddar cheese, but we often have a lot of different cheeses going, meaning like opened. So I like to have this little Tupperware thing container for cheese. And then the other one I've used for leftovers before. I think I'm going to end up putting my meat in it. And the reason why I want to do that and why a container is really helpful to put your meat in is because that way you could put it on any level in the shelf, and if your bag leaks or it bleeds, you don't have a mess on your entire fridge and it doesn't drip down and get in any of your other food. I did notice with this other gray bin here that I didn't need it. I have plenty of room for fresh produce, which doesn't stack well, which makes a bin super helpful. And there's just really no need for me to just put milk and apple juice in a bin. I'm gonna actually link my very first fridge organizational video down below though, so you could see if you have a smaller fridge, how getting a bigger container like this would be helpful and help you maximize the space. I do have Heinz ketchup, which I'm kind of embarrassed about because I am like a huge Primal ketchup fan because there's no sugar in it or any sweetener, but it's so good. But I ran out and our local grocery store didn't have any Primal ketchup. But here you guys have the fridge. It's clean, and the coolest part is it's gonna stay clean. I don't have to think about cleaning out my fridge aside from just making sure that all the food in there stays fresh. This is also super helpful if my husband needs to find something. I'll end up labeling the meat container and the cheese container, and it will just help him find things in the fridge as well. Okay, so up here we have, I think this is supposed to be like a wine storage thing, but we don't have wine to store. So we store junk up here. We store like junk mail and junk parts, apparently. So I am keeping a couple items up there and moving the rest. And now we are back in the master bedroom, which doesn't look like a master bedroom. I'm really excited to make over this bedroom, but I'm just gonna go through the remains of all these bins that I brought in from the garage and sort through what will currently fit me in this current season. My size is kind of like postpartum, where I have more of a bloated belly than an obvious pregnancy belly. And so I'm keeping my very drastic maternity clothes out for the winter, and I'll end up bringing those in the winter time when my belly gets all third trimester on me. So I'm just sorting through everything right now though, and getting rid of some clothes that no longer bring me joy, or I'm just like, you know what, 9 months was not long enough. I cannot wear this right now. Like I feel like I just wore it yesterday. Some clothes that I've worn for 4 or 5 years now are like that. And so it's just time to get rid of them. But keeping a couple bins on rotation of clothing has saved me so much money. I'm able to buy a couple new dresses or fun items to spruce up my wardrobe each season, but it's literally like $50 worth of clothing. Yeah, it's just been a really big blessing for us because I have been like pregnant and postpartum all 4 years of our marriage. Every year I've had a child. So that means my size and weight fluctuates very dramatically, and so this has saved a lot on clothes for us. Okay, so the thing is, I am keeping in this bin some of my very favorite summer clothes because every October we go on this all expenses paid business trip to a tropical location, and I always have to go back and dig through all my storage bins and re-find all my summer clothes. So I'm taking out 99% of my summer clothes, but in a couple bins way up in my closet, I am saving out my swimsuits, some shorts, and some dresses to wear on that trip. So I already took out all the items that were summery or no longer fit, and I just put in most of the items that I'm going to be wearing for this next season. And going into this trash bag here are all the clothes that I just cannot see again, and I am giving those away. I ended up finding one more bin. I'm just going to put it on times 20 here because you guys don't need to see all this, but I'm basically sorting it into a maternity bin and a normal clothes bin. And I'm going to go ahead and relabel those so they're easy to find out in the garage. And I asked my husband to take them out for me because my back was starting to hurt from all the bins I'd been lifting. I even label empty bins empty. For me, this is just super helpful, and it helps my eye quickly catch which bins are empty. And then I do love the symmetry of all the bins looking the same, and because I have some empty bins now, I'm able to get rid of this light blue tub that was actually given to us by someone who gave us some clothes years ago. So I'm going to get rid of that bin, and I'm just replacing the bags that were in that bin in one of my yellow and black bins. We don't have shelves for this storage yet. I really do want to get shelves because it would obviously make it easier to access everything we have out here in the garage, but I'm kind of trying to organize everything so that the bins I need to access the most are on the top, and the things I rarely get into, maybe get into seasonally, are on the bottom. Now that I'm looking at all of my yellow and black bins, this blue one is just sticking out like a sore thumb. So I'm going to put that on a different wall in the garage, and I'm going to unload everything that's in it, which is actually extra vitamin storage for us, into one of my yellow and black bins. The garage is looking so good now, and it is time to just tidy up this living space again. All the things I'm giving away are going in that turquoise or blue Tupperware bin. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I'm doing this voiceover so late at night. The living room is clean. If any of you guys have any ideas what to do over my couch for decor, let me know. I am open to ideas, and I'm just keeping it empty till I find something that I love. Back to our bedroom because I have to put some of my husband's clothes back on hangers. Both my kiddos are up here, so they're helping me out. I am a big fan of just doing projects with your kids around. They get used to it, you get used to it, and I think that they like the change. They like seeing piles of clothes on the ground. there is the closet that we share. So I have my dresses all on that far right side, and this is mainly Elisha's side, but I have a few shirts hung up to the far right as well. But everything fits, which I'm super grateful for. I didn't know if that was going to be the case. Like I mentioned, once you organize and declutter a space, it's so fun to clean it. It's like a cherry on top. So I'm just going to tidy up this bedroom, and I have so many ideas for this bedroom. I also have so many ideas for the bedroom across the hall. It's the dreariest room in our house. It seriously like bums me out. The carpet, the paint, everything. It's like a little prison room. But my son doesn't seem to mind it, and I promised my husband I wouldn't do any more major construction projects until October. So coming downstairs, this was actually the last construction project I worked on. It was the last video I made, and this is our office. I'm just gonna vacuum down here. My husband has a lot of stuff going on down here right now. He's been filming, and as you can see, like, the lights are out. I don't really know what he wants out and what he doesn't. Over there in the closet, there is a closet that needs to be decluttered, but we're gonna worry about that later. Come back for more. And down here in the guest bedroom, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it as well, because it's nice to have a clean house. If your vacuum's already out, you might as well do the whole house. I do need a recommendation though on vacuums. This little $39 vacuum that I've been so proud of in all my cleaning videos has definitely bit the dust. It's no longer sucking anything up, and I think I'm gonna invest in a more expensive investment. So you guys, give me your recommendations. The last thing I'm going to do is change out that load of laundry and just keep the washing machine going. I can't tell you how nice it is to do laundry in my home instead of doing laundry at the laundromat. And my kids love it too. Leon wanted to help, so I let him. This probably isn't the best on our dryer, but he was just way too cute. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope if you're new here, you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye.